Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Millicent Walker in Lagos. And while the world prepares for the holidays, it's day 303 since Russia invaded Ukraine. And here's what we know. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy posted a video earlier today saying he was back at work in Kyiv after his landmark visit to Washington this week. He said in a video posted to his Telegram channel that he is in his office and working towards victory. While in Washington, Mr. Zelenskyy met U.S. President Joe Biden at the White House and addressed a joint session of the U.S. Congress, where members greeted him with cheers and multiple standing ovations. President Biden announced that the United States would provide another $1.85 billion in military aid, including a Patriot missile defense system. The visit comes as Ukraine continues to suffer near-continual Russian air attacks on its power grid during a bitterly cold winter, which Kyiv says are aimed at breaking its civilians' will to resist. Meanwhile, outside Ukraine, Russian and Belarusian forces continued with their joint military drills in Belarus. According to footage released by the country's defense ministry today, it shows tanks firing missiles surrounded by troops firing rifles over audio of an unidentified Belarusian soldier commenting on how the troops exchanged military tactics. Russia's defense ministry has said the purpose of the drills is combat coordination. Earlier in the week, Russian president visited Minsk to hold talks with his Belarusian counterpart, Alexander Lukashenko, fanning fears in Kyiv that the Russian leader intends to pressure his ex-Soviet ally to join a fresh ground offensive that would open a new front against Ukraine. Ukraine's top general Valery Zelenskyy told The Economist last week that Russia was preparing 200,000 fresh troops for a major offensive that could come from the east, south, or even from Belarus as early as January, but more likely in spring. Belarus has stated repeatedly that it will not join Russia in its offensive in Ukraine, which it calls its special military operation. Well, on the allegations that Pyongyang had supplied munitions to Russia, North Korea's foreign ministry has denied it. First reported in Japan's Tokyo Shimbun newspaper, it had said that North Korea had shipped munitions to Russia via train through their shared border last month, including artillery shells, and that more were expected in the weeks to come. The White House said on Thursday a private Russian military company, the Wagner Group, took delivery of an arms shipment from North Korea to help bolster Russian forces in Ukraine. The UK also said it had come to the same conclusion and condemned the move, but Wagner's head, Yevgeny Prigozhin, dismissed the talk as gossip and speculation. And North Korea's foreign ministry spokesman said the report was groundless. The statement did not make any mention of Wagner. And the Russian mission to the United Nations in New York did not respond to a request for comment. Elsewhere, the Kremlin has said that significant progress had been achieved towards its stated goal of demilitarizing Ukraine. In a call with reporters, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Kremlin had heard about Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy's peace plan, but that whatever Mr. Zelenskyy had proposed had been done without taking into account today's realities. Staying with Russia, President Vladimir Putin has said that he intends to sign a decree on Russia's response to a Western oil price cap next Monday or Tuesday. Mr. Putin provided no details to the upcoming document, which the Kremlin has said will set out Russia's response to the $60 per barrel price cap imposed by the Group of Seven, European Union and Australia on December 5. Russia was not aware of the results of investigations into the pipeline blast on Nord Stream by Sweden and Denmark. And without providing evidence, Moscow has blamed the explosions on Western sabotage. Construction of Nord Stream 2, designed to carry Russian gas to Germany, was completed in September 2021, but was never put into operation after Berlin shelved certification just days before Moscow sent its troops into Ukraine in February.
Почему? Потому что подпишу где-нибудь в понедельник, вторник.
I think I will sign on Monday, Tuesday. These are precautionary measures because we do not see any individual damage for Russia, for the Russian economy, for Russian fuel and energy complex. We sell approximately at the prices that are set as a ceiling. Nord Stream is a terrorist attack. It's obvious. Everyone recognized it. But surprisingly, this is an act of international, I would say, state terrorism. Why? Because individuals on their own, without the structure, without the support of state structures, cannot commit such attacks. It is clear that this was done with the support of the state. And as they usually say in such cases, look who is interested. Who is interested in the line of Russian gas supply to the European market passing only via Ukraine? Who is interested in Ukraine receiving money? Here is the aggressor, Russia, but they receive money from us.
Подача газа российского на европейский рынок. Кто заинтересован?